So Stephen's going to teach us about hammers. So Stephen is like the Matt Mormon of, like I am in detailing and garage stuff. He is to German tools. And so he owns Anglo American, and Anglo American imports all kinds of stuff. So I want him to tell me about the Osca hammers.
Well, we have the whole program of hammers that we offer, we have Osca, which is manufactured in Italy.
Okay.
And then we have the Thor hammers, which are made in England.
Okay.
Okay. Thor specializes in soft hammers. Osca has a range of items mainly for hard, but also nylon, copper, things like that. The Thor company has been around for over 100 years, and if anybody's watched Peaky Blinders,
okay,
I can imagine some of the Peaky Blinders probably used to work at this factory. Okay. It's just a speculation. But they're located in Birmingham, and they've been around, and they specialize with a lot of different hammers, especially for like Rolls-Royce and all the Jag and all the English manufacturers of cars. So, when you're trying to strike something.
Is that leather?
Rawhide.
Yeah.
Okay, rolled, coiled, rawhide, which is great for hitting surfaces without leaving a damaged mark. But let's say if you need to do something with a little bit of rawhide and also with copper, maybe you need a little more heft. So there's an advantage there with having that kind of hammer. And the most popular one, though, is the double copper. And you can see with this malleable cast iron head, this is it's about like a 3-pound tool.
What do I hit with copper?
Well, if you want to hit steel, but you don't want to damage the steel,
okay,
you're going to use copper.
Huh.
Copper is being a soft metal. Okay, and then we have nylon. You can either get it with a wood handle, an ash handle, or you can get it with this kind of handle.
That's cool.
And is the dead blow hammer. Okay, inside it's got a little steel shot, which just shakes in there.
Huh.
But here's the beauty with the way that they've designed the Thor hammers and the Thor soft faces. They're all replaceable. Okay, These white nylon is a medium hard, whereas we also have the hard, we have a medium, we have a tough, and they're all different colors.
So you could adjust it depending on your preference.
Right, so if you need something, a hard nylon versus or a soft nylon, you can do it that way. But if you look at the design of it, the threads are nylon. What does that mean? That means there's no steel stud that the nylon is wrapped around. So as you're hitting and wearing away the nylon, you don't have to worry about all of a sudden a little steel piece sticking out of the nylon, potentially damaging the very expensive workpiece that you're working on. All right?
So I'd like to have like that hammer and then have the accessories next to it in foam. So you don't have to have 10 hammers. You can have one hammer with all the various different types of plastics.
Yep. And I only brought one size of nearly everything here.
Yeah.
Of course, this is the 1414. So we've got 2 sizes that are smaller. We've got 2 sizes that are bigger. Okay? But when you're looking at some of these hammers, the reason why they've designed it as such is that inside there is a hollow metal core which goes through. And what that does is that it distributes the vibration. So after hitting something, you're not going to get that shake back, that vibration coming back through your arm, so it absorbs a lot of that. Also, the way that they've designed this collar, if you're like me or if you're like anybody else, you're going to overstrike by accident. Okay, so this way, this protects you from damaging, the handle itself. So these are all made in Germany by Rennsteig, who are the same manufacturer who manufacture the screw extractors right here, which is a unique shape and design. And we have 7 sizes, and the 5-piece set is the most popular. But you can see how they're double fluted. Okay, it's got a center punch there too. So let's say if you take something, let's say if you've got something broken, you knock that in. Now you can drill your hole.
Okay.
Okay, and then once you've done that, then you hit this in. Now, whether it's left-handed or right-handed, you can use the one tool.
So you get bite from the bit there, and then that'll help.
Because of the double fluted, these are sharp.
Yeah.
And once you go in, it'll grip it by 4 surfaces, and as you turn it, it's going to take it out. But you can go either left-handed or right-handed. Many screw extractors are one direction. So that's the Rennsteig screw extractors. But when we expand upon the screw extractors and the whole thread family, you can see we've got all the grabbits, not only in the traditional size, but also in the micro. I mean, look how small some of those are. Okay? as well as the bolt removers, so you can see the heft and the size of those as well.
So the smart thing to do would be you'd have all that stuff in your drawer. You don't use it hopefully all that often, but when you get something stuck, it's nice to have the right tools to get it out.
Some of these type of tools, I sort of equate it, it's like an insurance policy, isn't it? You don't wake up in the morning saying, I hope I get to use my auto insurance today. No. And it's the same thing. When you're working, you know, you don't wake up in the morning saying, I hope I get to use my screw extractors today, because if you know that, it's going to be a bad day.
Yeah.
But if you have the right tools, it's going to make it so much easier to get past that point.
This really gets me fired up, this NES system. So this would be not to replace what you just showed us, but as a complement?
It's a complement, because here you're talking about extraction, you're talking about stud bolt removal, and things like that.
This is repair.
What happens if you just have a damaged thread? And if you look at something like this is a a wheel bearing, whatever, and this is damaged. Right now you can't get the nut on there. Why? Because somebody brought it up, put it up on the left, they pull off the tire, the rim hits it, damages it, whatever. All it is a simple repair. And with these tools, you can repair it in a matter of seconds. Okay? So the NES thread repair tool works like this. You can see, this is the NES 1A, infinitely adjustable, so therefore SAE or metric. These lightly float, so therefore they'll adapt to any pitch, whether it's coarse or fine. And also you can use it on right-handed and you can use it on left-handed threads. Okay, so this one goes from 5/32 to 3/4 inch, or from 4 millimeters to 19 millimeters, which is going to take care of probably 90% of what's on a standard automobile. Okay?
And then the nice thing about this process, you don't need to like figure out what your thread is, what the pitch is, what the size is. You're not trying to figure all that crap out.
Right, you don't need a caliper, you don't need a pitch gauge, because you and I know 3/8 of 10 millimeters is pretty darn close. And if you're off by, you get the wrong one, you're sort of SOL, if I'm allowed to say that. But even if, let's say, for internal, let's look at that. Usually what happens with the internal, so those first couple threads that are damaged, you can't get your bolt to go in to get started on it. Even if you have the right size tap, how do you go down through the bad thread to line up with the good thread? It's almost impossible. And if you are successful, it just means that you're lucky. Right? But what we're doing here with the NES internal thread repair tool is you take this and you go down below the damaged threads to where there are good threads. And you can see how, as I move this,
then it bites.
See how that extends out. So now that cutter goes into the thread. And also it's lightly, you can see it just adjusting a little bit. So as you tighten it, or as you expand it, it goes into the, and finds that thread.
The thread pitch, and then...
Right, so once you're in, and then you turn it, and then you just come all the way out to the top, and then it exits. And what does that make? That makes the entrance easier for your bolt or your fastener to go in. You can get it as a 2-piece external set, which is a very popular set, or you can get it as the 3-piece external set. But we also have the combination sets available as well.
Like that.
The 1015 is our most popular, mainly because of the price. Okay, you're looking at just over $300 for this. The 1025 set is your most complete.
I like that.
Because it has everything. You know, you sort of buy one and done, and you've got everything there. Now, the only challenge here with the NES 1A, for example, is there is a limitation. If you've got something like this, you can't go all the way around. So, what we've developed and come up with is what we call our tight space thread restorer. You go on, you tighten it on, those two cutters find it, and then you just spin that around and come all the way out. So another one of the factories that we represent, and we have worked with Irega since 1975. Okay, so a very long time. This is our 50th anniversary now, and we've been working for this company for 48 years. Irega specializes in adjustable wrenches. Okay, they make nothing else, so they are focused on that. In fact, there's only basically 2 manufacturers, adjustable wrench manufacturers in Europe. There's none in the United States. Okay, so we go from 4-inch up to 24-inch, whatever size you need. Okay, there's 2 types. This is the 77 series, which is traditional tool alloy steel, and it all meets ANSI specifications and things like that.
Yep.
However, what they've developed is the 92 series, which is chrome vanadium. You can see the different features here. It's got like an I-beam type construction.
Okay.
Okay. It's triple with chrome, nickel, chrome, for durability. And it also has a scale. So you can see the metric scale there. They also have the inch scale there.
Which is more expensive, that one?
The 92 series is more expensive than the 77 series.
That's for me then.
But it's so much more comfortable. Why not take the jaw slide, remove that, you can use it as an adjustable wrench, or you can use it as a pipe wrench.
Huh.
As simple as that.
Because I don't want a darn pipe wrench. It clogs up my drawer. Because, I mean, how often am I using a darn pipe wrench,
That's right.
you know? So I need to make sure to remind myself to go look at the Forza stuff on the website. Oh, tomorrow's Apex. That's right. Tomorrow's going to be fun. I'm excited about that. I don't know what we'll find, but we're going to try to find some stuff. So I think that's a wrap for today. We'll see you tomorrow.